So I'm just gonna go and gate see the outfits. Alright, so we are finally beginning. Yes. So hello everyone, welcome to the Fusion Student Podcast. My name is Leif Anderson. We're starting like a bit, actually no, we're starting pretty well. Alright, so we have about 33 minutes of gold that we're going to be presenting to you today. I think this is just going to be an amazing episode because, also here, I think this is just going to be an amazing episode because I have one of my favorite teachers. Well, all teachers here are my favorites, but I really have, okay guys, just make sure don't tell anyone on the spot. Okay, he's probably my most favorite teacher because it's definitely not because he plays Minecraft, It's definitely not that. I try to be fair to everyone, but to be honest, and you know what, omnidirectional might be a bit better anyways. Let me just put the mic. So anyways, yeah, that's basically it. Jackson, do you want to go ahead and talk in the mic?
Sure.
And do you want to tell me a bit about yourself and all that? I'm going to do some quick testing.
Sure, yeah. Hi, my name is Jackson. I am a math and science teacher here at Fusion Academy. This is my, I think, second. I've been here for about 2.5 months now or so. I have a background in physics, astronomy, mathematics. I did a lot of teaching of physics in college and all that stuff. And I'm a huge nerd, big kind of big gamer. As Leif said, I play a lot of Minecraft. I do a lot of Dungeons & Dragons on the side, so I have some of that here as well, just in case we need to elaborate some more time. Excuse me, but no, at a general purpose, I am a huge nerd overall. As Leif will probably figure out.
That's pretty cool, man. So definitely, I am familiar with some of the stuff he's done. So me too, I am a fellow computer nerd, bro. I totally rap that every day, you know what I'm saying, bro? I rap, dude, all my raps I'm gonna be doing. Okay, anyways, let's get into it. So, anyways, I actually have both of our screens recording right now. So, what we'll be doing is that we're gonna go and get started with some of his Minecraft creations. Mainly, he does do Dungeons and Dragons, but we only have so much time. So, before we get into that, I just want to go over some Fusion news quickly. And this is probably going to take probably about whatever, maybe 5 minutes. So let me go, and all the audio is working correctly. We actually got these last week. We got these news things, but we're just going to be looking at some news. So this is actually a very interesting news right here. I believe this is both for some national news. And to be honest, we're just going to get rid of this.
No pop filter, totally.
Yeah, no pop filter. We're just going no pop filter. So anyways, so we just can get some more more closer audio and stuff like that. It's definitely going to help out in post. So anyways, I do have 2 articles. I believe they're both national, but for some local Fusion news. So recently, actually, it's Anna's birthday. I forgot her last name, but shout out, let's clap. Big clapping over here. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Woo, Anna, woo. So amazing. Do you want to go and clap your hands in Minecraft for us? That would be awesome. That's good. Ooh, yeah, break the glass, you know what I'm saying? The wine glasses are dropping, everyone's going. Okay, anyways, so, so anyways, we're going to be talking a bit about that, so, but right here, we actually had our candy tournament. I think it's still going on, right?
Correct, yeah.
Do you know actually, I'm going to go and show a picture right now of how far it's going, but do you know, I think we're on the semifinals maybe now?
No, we're still having a lot of intro rounds going.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
oh, wow.
We're missing a couple of candies that we haven't got yet.
Oh, wow, yeah. So I remember, I think Reese's made it when Reese's came out. I took in the candy bowl they were passing around, I took the biggest Reese's.
I think Take 5 actually won it there. Really? Take 5 beat Reese's, yeah.
No. Okay, someone probably took it already.
I know, I won Reese's too, so.
Yeah? Oh my gosh, yeah, that's so annoying, it sucks, but that's okay. I missed out on an opportunity, but I got many opportunities to come in this podcast. So, anyways, yeah, so there's the candy tournament happening. We have had our spirit weeks. So, I believe last week we had a spirit week, and the week before that, do you remember the week before that? It was like people
we had a Halloween spirit week.
Yeah.
We didn't have one. We had a spirit week a couple weeks ago as well for, what was it? Probably one of those one-off, it's false.
Wasn't the Halloween costumes. That was the onesie and Halloween costume.
Yeah, we did a onesie Halloween costume, face painting for Day of the Dead.
Oh,
and,
really?
Barbie Day.
Oh yeah, Barbie Day. Okay, I think I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember a lot of the girls they had, or maybe more of our girl teachers. Rather, they had definitely Barbie stuff. But I should have come in. I totally forgot about the Barbie Day. I should have come in, bro. I was actually my dad had the idea for me to do the Ken movie came out. And he wanted me to be Ken and stuff. And I don't have the most chase TikTok jawline ever, but I try. I actually don't really try.
Get a beard to cover it up.
Get a beard to cover it up.
Yeah.
So that is basically it. And and then we have MEA week coming maybe. I think.
MEA was
no,
I think
it was already
2 weeks ago or so, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah. So again, this is outdated, I think. Actually, apparently, never mind. We don't get MEA weekend.
Yeah, because MEA is Minnesota's educators.
Oh.
It's a conference that we have here in Minnesota, and Fusion is kind of a nationwide.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we actually do not get MEA weekend, unfortunately. So, yeah. Anyways, so let's just go and take a look at, right here we have some news. Fusion Academy students actually speak with NASA space crew. So this is kind of a cool little, crossover Fusion Academy has and stuff like that. So right here, NASA space crew from Expedition 65, they joined a video call with students, sharing them goals, or sharing some of their goals and astronauts and stuff like that. In post, I'm gonna go and put a snippet of the video. It's about like 2 minutes long. I think that'll be interesting, but we're just gonna play some parts. Actually, it'd be better. Do you want to hand over the headphone jack? We can quickly react to it. I think that's a bit more interactive and podcast-like. So yeah, let's just go and check that out. New laptop, by the way, so I have much. Let's just go and check it out. Turn it.
Jericho Tran visits Fusion Academy in downtown Brooklyn to capture this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You can hear that, right?
I can hear it, yeah.
The mission control
Visitors in space.
station for a voice check.
Phoning home to Earth.
Station, this is Houston ACR. How do you hear me?
Meeting with young minds.
We have you loud and clear.
NASA's space crew from Expedition 65 joined a video call with students.
It was incredible that they did that, especially because there was a lot of stuff I didn't know.
Floating inside their space station,
We don't have that interference of the Earth's atmosphere.
the astronauts talked about their goals.
My hope is that by the end of the decade, we're not living on another planet, but we're living on another planetary object, the moon.
Gave students advice.
Put even more effort into making sure those people around you are doing their best as well, because this is definitely a team sport.
And answered their questions.
Have you ever danced in space before?
Well, we do some things like this.
The special meeting set up by one of NASA's own.
I was an education expert and assistant researcher for 3 years in a program called CCRI, which stands for Climate Change Research Initiative.
Fusion Academy offers a unique one-on-one experience for students right in the heart of downtown Brooklyn, and was one of a handful of schools that received the opportunity.
This opportunity to have the astronauts actually connect with us and talk to our students is really special.
Leaving students inspired.
So that is quite an amazing, actually really cool thing. You definitely wouldn't see a lot of course, what am I thinking of right now? You would not see a lot of normal public schools being able to do. I mean, to be honest, never mind. I'm pretty sure this program's like International Baccalaureate or whatever. That's something like my schools have been in that. But that's very awesome. It looks like for the little kid or the little girl, they danced and all of that. So that was
Yeah,
funny.
do a little exercising.
A little exercising and stuff. Yeah, I believe they have. Don't they have like those weird exercise machines?
Yeah, they have a bunch of exercise machines on like the ISS that are for them because they don't have any gravity up there. Or at least minimal gravity.
That's pretty cool. So, and then right here we have one more thing. So Fusion Academy adds 2 complaints to a lawsuit against a town. So right here, lawyers for Fusion Academy, a non-traditional chain of schools, have added 2 complaints to their lawsuit against the town of Andover, the Andover School Committee, and others. According to court documents, Fusion Academy is alleging a breach of Americans with Disabilities Act and a violation of due process. So due process is what again? I think.
I'm a science person and the math I don't. Law is not my forte.
Yeah, except for science laws.
Science laws, yes, yeah, the laws of science, laws of nature.
That's pretty cool. So it looks like they're advocating for people with disabilities. It looks like there's some kind of right here. They've added 2 complaints with the school committee. It looks like, and they're definitely. Fusion Academy is a private education company for a personalized approach. The lawsuit against the town was first filed on June of 2021 after the town twice denied the company permission to open a school in Andover. The lawsuit argues that the school violated Fusion's academic freedoms. So it looks like Fusion is definitely advocating for disabilities and stuff like that. And it looks like opening a school, they're not gonna go and budge and just say, okay, our school is not going to have. It looks like disability pros and stuff for people who are disabled. Looks like physical disability and stuff like that. So it looks like it's really cool. And we have some quotes here and stuff like that. But anyways, you can go look further into that. That's by the Andover Townsman local news, it looks like. But I want to get to whatever it's called, Jackson's Minecraft amazing stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to have you take the stage here. You can go and get the audio hooked up. Pretty convenient there. And anyways, so Jackson, do you want to explain some of your creations, or specifically around Minecraft?
The map that I have here. So when I play Minecraft, I've been playing Minecraft for about 12, 13 years now or so. And the survival basic game has gotten kind of boring, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing here and there. So I like to build stuff in it. I like to actually make video games in it. I use a lot of coding and a lot of like Python to help me improvise stuff. And one of the classic games I've been working on for years now, some buddies and I, and the buddies have kind of fallen off. So it's been more so me recently. It's called Super Skirmish, as it's labeled here. And just my Minecraft skin, it's in somebody else, and I have other co-workers or still kind of working on it and stuff. But it's definitely a work in progress before I actually publish it. But a bunch of people have like play tested the map, helped build some other stuff on it. I've been like characters or like some art designing, as well as like music editing, which I do a lot of that stuff myself on this as well. So pulling like MIDI files into the game to have like in-game audio as if it's like
that's awesome,
like a video game.
Yeah.
So specifically, this is kind of along the line. Super Skirmish is kind of Super Smash Brothers, where it's a character kind of fighting event in Minecraft, but the characters are all Marvel and DC and like comic book kind of oriented characters. So as I said, really nerdy stuff. It's just all Captain America, Iron Man, Batman, Superman, stuff like that. I'm still working on the DC. I'm more of a Marvel fan myself, but I want to have more DC characters before I actually publish the game. So I can actually show you some things around here. This is actually our kind of intro area.
Yeah, you want to get
starting
closer?
zone. Yeah, I'll get closer to the mic.
We'll go and do some shuffling around.
So this is kind of our starting off intro area, and again, like I've said, it's still kind of a work in progress, and definitely not the final revision of the game.
Yeah.
But your idea is that you start the game mode here. You have the credits as we've shown before, and you have a selection of maps. So just showing the maps here, and this has all been, like I said, curated over the past several years with other people and myself included. This is kind of our main first map that we did, Far, Far Away, kind of inspired by, we called it Far, Far Away as Shrek, because I'm a big Shrek fan, and actually each of these maps have a hidden Shrek kind of hidden on it somewhere, which is not really known, but eventually I want to have like a secret character unlocked that is Shrek, or Stan Lee or something like that as specific characters. But all the maps itself, you can kind of get a preview of what you want. So this is one map here, Far, Far Away, like I said. We can go back to like a larger map, for example, and if we want to go see, let's do this one here, Pirate's Cove. So it's a giant, water-based map. There's a pirate cave system as well as a pirate ship going into like the shore. So a plethora of different maps. We have I think 4 or 5 right now that are again still work in progress. And I think upwards of about 20 characters.
That's a lot. That's definitely a lot.
It is a lot, yeah.
And that's good. That's a good. I think that definitely would be some kind of. So would you say? Compared to a lot of other adventure maps that you've seen or probably played, I think, would you say that 20 characters is definitely, very...
It's a lot, that's for sure. I mean, adventure maps in general, either, like you're playing an adventure, right, as opposed to playing a game. I feel this is definitely more of like a game mode, like you play on the Hypixel server, or like a Mineplex or some one of those other, old Minecraft servers.
That's awesome. So do you think those 20 characters would be something that's very, outstanding for your map, or is that kind of just...
that's pretty neat, and they're all inspired from Marvel characters in the Marvel zone here, obviously. It's like Captain America with I 3D modeled a shield for him in Blockbench Studio. It's called. It's a 3D Minecraft kind of editing tool. Ant-Man, the Wasp, Iron Man is still in progress. Colossus will become Iron when he does stuff. One of the biggest programming challenges I had was with Blink, who is about portals, and basically you have a portal and you enter a portal, and doing the directionality with it. So if you enter in the north side, you'll enter in the opposite that's appropriate for the portal, and it's a lot of.
Wow. So are you finished with them yet or no?
I am finished with Blink. I'm not sure if they work fully right now because after Minecraft's been updating, and I'll show some of the characters here in a second to kind of get a feel for it. I might as well show them right now. So Captain America, for example, he has his shield. So if I have, I'll use the function key. So Captain America, you get a whole little outfit with it. You get a shield that does work like a Minecraft shield. And I have programmed the ability to throw the shield, and if you can see, it actually comes back to me, and it spins the whole time as if it's an actual throwing shield. Has a cooldown with the XP bar at the bottom, and a bunch of different abilities. So if it comes back, hear the sound.
That's cool, bro.
Comes back. You can throw a shield again. Different characters like Nightcrawler, for example, can teleport around. He is actually disabled for his teleporting to actually function. Because in Marvel comics and Marvel kind of lore, when he teleports, he doesn't really teleport. He goes to a different dimension and then kind of comes back. So we have the separate dimension. I can show that in a bit here for him. But he doesn't work outside of the game since there were some errors with that. Quicksilver is a fast character. So when you become Quicksilver, you can run faster.
That's awesome. Yeah, right.
Hawkeye has special arrows that he can do stuff. I don't know if this is working right now, but he has an exploding arrow he does. So not working.
Yeah.
Again, a lot of it's bug fixing with especially recent updates of Minecraft that's come out. Daredevil is a blind character that can jump high, and he's a kind of acrobatic character, so you can't see.
Awesome.
So it's kind of a disadvantage. Falcon flies around. Scarlet Witch has the ability to fly herself. Invisible Woman, I'll give you one guess what she does.
She goes invisible.
She goes invisible, yep.
She is she is an amazing teacher.
She's an amazing teacher, yes. Blink is one of my favorite characters that I worked on. And my friend, one of the other persons, or the main co-workers on this, him and I have both done about half the characters each. And this is probably one of the more intensive programming characters that she can summon these portals. And probably isn't working right now because it's, again, like I said, functionality with the testing of stuff. But there we go.
That's
awesome,
awesome,
the ability
bro.
to actually go through these portals that appear. And like I said, the Detective Comics DC hero site is not nearly as finished. Aquaman, using the tridents that are in Minecraft, and Scarecrow as a Batman villain are just some of the characters I have right now in that regards. I also have this other kind of category here, which is for miscellaneous characters that just aren't a part of either. So right now I have Rorschach, which I think technically he's a DC character, if I'm not mistaken, from the Watchmen series. But stuff like Hellboy could be put in here, or when I get Shrek put in the game, Shrek would put in here. So that's Rorschach. So I'm just going to reset myself here. Oh, there we go. My laptop is not the best for running this stuff. So actually this kind of main zone is where we test everything out. So we built a lot of characters down here and kind of trialing stuff out. Some of the maps we saw around here is the Far, Far Away map that we talked about.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I definitely like all of your maps. Yeah, so you have some really cool. I like your building. It's really awesome. I think that definitely you guys add some detail, of course. You got
you have to have some detail.
Yeah, you have to have some detail, otherwise it's not a good map.
Right. This is a whole little mini city here.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
This is that dimension I was talking about for Nightcrawler. Oh. So he kind of goes this other dimension here while he's kind of teleporting around.
Wow. Yeah. So it's like
another kind of. So the inspiration is obviously.
So it looks like he can't move outside of the.
Correct. You don't tell him to kill himself.
Oh, okay.
Just so as a player, if you're in here, you can't run off the the platform, so you fall down.
And I know for people who are like into Minecraft and stuff like that, I know for example you could put like a potion effect of fire resistance. I think.
Correct. You could. Yeah.
Why would you not want to do that? You could.
You could. The worry with that is that as a player, if you're into the zone, it's happening really quick when you're teleporting, so you don't necessarily need that. When you go to the zone, and I can actually show them a little bit later, you teleport the Ender Pearl. When all the Ender Pearl's flying, that's when you actually are in that box. So you're not in the box for super long.
Oh.
So we don't have to worry about too much there. It's kind of more just a neat little Easter egg as you're playing the character.
Okay, that's cool. And then also, for those people who don't know, like for example, like me, who don't know a lot about Marvel, why again is why does he kind of get this flashback kind of?
What I mean, it's again, I'm not sure fully on the Nightcrawler lore itself, but he's kind of like a demon from hell essentially. And then he kind of teleports back there when he does stuff, and it's. That's part of the lore of it, I guess. But with my working on this game here, I've done a lot of stuff like the Captain America shield. That's been all edited out. So if I can give myself this here, which I can just select for Captain America, it's kind of a debugging tool. So like the shield, I didn't mean to throw it, but like the shield is all 3D modeled in Minecraft. I've also done a lot of music editing with it, so I'm not huge on music. I don't make my own music necessarily, but I will take MIDI files of video game songs or other famous songs, and then put them into the game to then listen to for the background. So something like it's like a lobby music, for example. So having something like this in the game, like play around, which is more or less just me kind of getting some programming skills as well as music editing and working around with that.
So I definitely say this is like a very cool kind of like immersive like adding feature that you can go just put into your stuff.
Yep. And then I have in-game songs as well. So Megalovania, which is from Undertale.
Oh yeah.
The 1992 X-Men theme song.
Play Megalovania for us.
All right, so I will go. So in order to play these songs, I actually have to go. Actually have to go into a match.
Okay.
So I will pick a character here as well, just to have. And I will also. I'll do Nightcrawler to see if that functionality works. So we go into a match, and it happened to be the selected match was the Pirates Cove.
Oh, okay.
And there'll be a timer that clicks down, so you have time to run around and make sure you're not with anybody else.
That's awesome, bro,
So
dude.
the
I
song
love
plays as you're battling out with anybody. There's team battle. There's individual co-op stuff like that. Teleporting around. We go to the different dimension, and then once we hit the ground,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely awesome. So I really do like, your creativity and like ability to be able to kind of infuse that with and really just like apply like what's, like the actual lore, of course, with the
the video game, right?
Yeah, with the video game, in Minecraft as the map and stuff. So
Yep, so it's kind of like its own programming language itself, using the functionality in the game. And I can show some of the stuff here.
You want to show some command block scripting or some data pack stuff?
Yeah,
the
so
source code.
Let me pull up.
Oh, jeez, wow, yeah, that's definitely. You're working with. Yeah, man.
So let me do.
I understand that though. I can read that
This here.
for the most part.
Let's go to the Minecraft folder. We can go to the save itself, which in this is Super Skirmish, this version. Down to data packs, Super Skirmish. Let's go. Go all our way in.
Get through all the directories.
Right. All the way down. So then here is each of the characters. So if I want to go to like a specific character, like Invisible Woman, I can go all the information that's in hers. She doesn't have an awful lot, obviously, because it's just go invisible, as opposed to like any other information. If we go to, let's say, Blink with the teleporting character, she has a lot more code to it and a lot more different functionality that goes along with it.
Yeah.
Captain America with his throwing the shield.
That's so awesome.
So if I look at
cool.
the...
Do you want to open one of them?
Yeah, I'll open one of them here.
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's see here, yeah. So it looks like it's a, so MC function file, yes.
It's an MC function file, but you can write it in a notepad or another text editor.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's just so Minecraft can understand what's actually happening.
Oh, okay, I see.
So in this case here, this is what happens kind of every second. Every tick in the game mode of Minecraft, or in the game of Minecraft, these commands will run in a kind of top-down fashion. So it starts off by summoning, like when you right-click the button, so when you're actually summoning the flying, spinning shield, it summons an armor stand.
An armor stand.
At your position.
Okay, yeah.
It's an invisible armor stand. So it's a no gravity, invulnerable, invisible marker stand that has the shield on its head, essentially.
So basically, you're making an invisible entity, so Minecraft can track it, right?
Correct.
And so
that I can track it with the code.
Yeah.
To then
tie the
give
shield.
positions to it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I then run some raycast function, which in video games a raycast is essentially when you have an initial start and you're looking in a direction, it'll shoot a ray out. So a lot of video games, where like Call of Duty or stuff like that, will be ray casting as opposed to projectiles. So it shoots a ray out. If you are in that laser, you get hit.
Oh, I see.
If you're not, you're not. So like Halo, Call of Duty, like older video games like Doom, stuff like that are all ray casting focused, as opposed to nowadays there's a lot more projectile focused, which takes it kind of like the shield here. So the shield will go out, and if you get hit by the shield, you take damage. But I shoot a ray out initially for then the shield to follow. If that kind of makes sense.
So could you explain that one more time? I think I understood what you're saying. So the ray casting is more like the projectile basis, but more complicated, more newer.
Yeah, essentially, it's the ray casting. What I use it for is I shoot a ray out from Captain America.
Yeah.
Captain America, and like 10 blocks away from me, or whatever, a new armor stand spawns there.
Oh.
So then what happens is the armor stand that summons on top of me with the shield on it is going to teleport to that one.
Oh.
And then it will teleport back to me. But if you get hit by the shield, the projectile, that's when you take damage.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, when so you basically need like point A and point B to be able to be accessed by the armor stand and stuff.
So this here, it summons an armor stand, right on top of you, and then I have, if I can try to find it, and potentially in a different, like this here runs a different code. So this function, Super Skirmish, Captain America Raycast, I can go to the Captain America folder and the Raycast one.
Oh wait, so you imported something? Wait.
Essentially, yeah. So I can go from this main tick function, tick.mc function, runs the code. When it gets to this command here, this blue line function, Super Skirmish, whatever, Raycast, it actually runs then this chunk of code. So I can run this specifically if I want to. And this here actually teleports. So here, once the ray hits the target, a cloud is summoned on top of the ray location. If the ray is within 13 blocks, it'll teleport the shield to the ray. If it's outside the radius, it'll go a distance 12 blocks away to the character. So it goes out and then comes back to you.
Also, it's basically like you're like putting notes and stuff like around your code.
Yeah, yeah. So you got to comment your code. If anytime you have code, you have to comment it, because without comments, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. I whatever it's called, that threw over my head, or that flew over my head for a sec. So yeah, I think that's definitely really cool. And then yeah, so basically you're just triggering. You have like everything organized in these files, right? And you're going and putting all these code blocks in there. So it's very very triggering.
Yes,
trigger command.
Very triggering, right? And I actually use Python code as well to help myself in writing out different lines like this here. It can be kind of cumbersome. In this case here, I just was lazy. I didn't want to type out a lot of stuff. But for the music, what I do is I do a lot of file editing with that stuff. So I take the program that I get from is called what is it called? Minecraft Block Studio.
Oh yeah, so I think I've downloaded this before on my own time.
So I think it's called Block Studio. Oh, OpenNote Block Studio.
There we go.
Where essentially it just is, it's a program that you can import MIDI files into it, and then it will translate it into Minecraft command or Minecraft note blocks.
That convert it.
And so what I get out of this, that all that I care out of that is if I go to my file here.
Oh, it's got the treble clef and the bass clef and everything. It's got like a sharp note right there.
It's got everything you need. So if I go to this here, into the music function that plays the music, I go to All Star, for example, by blank on the name right now, but all the notes are what actually I pull from that. So in each note file here, it will just essentially play the song itself. So at tick 12, it plays the harp sound and then sets your score around.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I get the information from that, and then I make it my own with the Python code with these three kind of separate functions. With
I see.
I take the code, I import the note blocks into here, I edit it itself and pull stuff out of it to get the code functioning for my own game.
Oh, okay. So basically, wait. So they automated, I think. Is that what?
So I automate it here with the code.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
So I make it kind of more beneficial for myself, because the Open Block Studio outputs certain code that doesn't really function with what I want to use it for.
Oh, okay.
So I essentially I basically rewrote Open Block Studio, but in my code itself for my.
Yeah, that's really cool. I definitely enjoy that. I really think that's a cool feature that you're able to go and program in there, just like with your own code. It's not even like of Minecraft and stuff.
Right.
So I think that's very it's very awesome, very like ingenuitive, of course. It's very cool. So we actually are getting the notion that we are out of time. That's kind of our broadcast for today. Our broadcast, yes, very old whatever it's called, old-timey voice here. Right now we're on the frequency of 42 kilohertz, and that's basically it for our show today. I hope that you guys have an amazing night tonight. And yeah, so anyways, I'm just gonna go and stop covering my voice and stuff, and I'm gonna let these nasally frequencies out to give a. Anyway, so yeah, but that's basically it for the Minecraft adventure map and stuff. I think it was very cool. I think it was something that definitely I, would like to do in my own time if I could.
A lot of coding and a lot of practice.
Yeah, a lot of practice, a lot of coding. So yeah, so let's just go and pay some homage, to Jackson Repper, our amazing Minecraft.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Leif.
Yes, definitely. And stuff like that. Let's just go and make sure. I don't know if you are religious or anything, but let's just go and pray for him. Make sure that he finishes this map and that he makes it to the big dogs, up in Minecraft forums or something, and gets a bunch of likes. Anyways, guys, so that is basically it for this episode and for the podcast. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you later. Goodbye.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.